And we can already kind of look out and see what the weather's going to be
warm.
like for that. It sounds like it's going to be not just warm, but maybe hot, Mike.
You know, there's that term, it's hotter than the 4th of July. It may actually apply this year. Not too hot, though. Certainly not as hot as it was on this date 2 years ago when we were in triple digits. We're not going there, at least yet. I'll tell you more about that in a moment, but look what we've got cooking right now. Stunning night across Bellingham Harbor. Once again, a little bit of a breeze coming in here, but not stopping it from just being gorgeous out there. Temperatures all over the place. In Bellingham, we're sitting at 64 right now along the coast and up towards Port Angeles, sitting in the mid-50s right now, doing that down towards Hokley. And meanwhile, it was a hot day off towards the east, getting into the upper 80s and lower 90s, still in the low 80s in Wenatchee currently. Speaking of the east, there's a couple things to address here. I'll tell you about that in a moment, but I wanted to let you know that there is a small craft advisory in place until 2 a.m. So too late to take the sailboat out tonight any way you slice it. But we're going to see some of those winds getting up to about 25 knots. That will calm overnight tonight. So much so that we will be seeing some fog tomorrow. Fire weather watch has just been issued by the National Weather Service. That's going to be in place until at least Saturday at 11. I have a very strong suspicion that will be upgraded and possibly extended. But basically what we're saying here is winds will get up to about 25, possibly 30 miles an hour, and humidity will get down to about 10%. So please, no illegal fireworks there. We saw some fireworks today, but not to the extent that we did yesterday. We tracked a few storms that made their way across the eastern portion of the state, some of those pushing close to Wenatchee, but nothing close to that deluge that we saw yesterday. Live look from Claylock, or at least an attempt at one, is showing you the future. The marine layer is thick and it's going to move in overnight tonight. So what we'll see right around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning is actually what could be dense fog in some spots. You see the little blips and blops there? That could actually be a little bit of mist. We get into the afternoon, though, it's going to clear beautifully and warm very nicely. In fact, slightly warmer than it was today. A couple of trouble spots will be up towards the Canadian border and the northwestern tip of the Olympic Peninsula, where it may not clear because it's going to be foggy through most of the day. We get to about 24 hours from now. Sunset is going to be a bit on the filtered side, so kind of similar to what we're seeing tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Friday morning, we get into more fog and low clouds again, but that will clear out very nicely. And what you don't see is those widespread and ubiquitous storms across the eastern portion of the state. Happy to put that in the rearview mirror for the time being. Looks like we get to take that into Saturday as well. Forecasted lows will be in the 50s for the most part across the region. Slightly warmer off towards the east, as you may imagine. And speaking of slightly warmer, here's what tomorrow brings us. Temperatures that'll be in the 70s and even some low 80s across Puget Sound. We're talking about some low to mid 90s off towards the east. 7-day forecast shows some warm weather headed our way. And yes, it will be hot on the 4th of July. Talking mid 80s, possibly some low 90s.